Good morning. Welcome. I'm Thomas Buchanan. I'm on a water fast. Actually, I'm on a water fast within a water fast. And allow me to explain. But before I do, let me encourage you to start your own water fast. When I started my first water fast several years ago, I weighed in at a whopping 315 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, I was not fat, I was obese. And I've lost the size of a normal average person so far. My goal weight is 198. And I really, if my body will permit me, I'd like to touch 188. I haven't been 188 in years. The reason I'm talking to you on a weekend, and you and I both know I don't generally broadcast on the weekends, is I'm in Las Vegas for 5 days, and I'm one of my missions while I'm here is to find a place that will feed you free of charge if you weigh 350 pounds or more. And I had a viewer tell me it was called the Heart Attack Grill. Well, the name in itself is disgusting. Okay, do you really want to die of a heart attack? Do you want to die of being overweight? If you do, order you 6 pizzas, go buy a couple dozen donuts, and have at it. Because, it's your life. And if you like the way you live, if you like being that fat, obese, overweight, then enjoy. It's your life. But I personally don't. I had to educate myself on how to lose weight because I'm naive. I bought into the Jenny Craig and the Nutrisystem, and I paid thousands of dollars for Ideal Protein, pre-packaged foods, and oh wow, I've been on the grapefruit diet, the juicing machine diet. I mean, I'm not exaggerating when I say I wish I had the money back I spent for all of these so-called diet programs that will get you to lose weight and keep it off, and none of them have worked. So let me stop myself right here and say to you, because I'm sure you're wondering, well, what's his motive? What's he trying to get out of me? I don't want your money. I'm not trying to sell you supplements or a book or a CD or, you know, I'm not trying to sell you anything. Okay. I'm trying to encourage you to begin your own water fast. I update my channel Monday through Friday. You would do me an honor if you would click the subscribe button. And if all you do is click the subscribe button, don't do it, because you have to click the subscribe button, and then right next to it, there's a little icon that looks like a bell. You've got to click on the icon, the bell, and then you click on the word all. And then you'll get all of my updates Monday through Friday that I make. And, I'd be grateful if you clicked on the like button. I'm more appreciative of all of you who follow me and those who just, channel surf, YouTube surf, and popped in to listen to what I have to say. I'd be more grateful if you'd send a link to your fat friends, to your obese friends, because it's those people that I'm trying to reach. I did find the so-called restaurant. It's called the Heart Attack Grill. They actually do, one of my viewers said they actually have a scale outside that you can weigh yourself. I mean, I thought that was preposterous. But they really do. Honest to God, I'm not lying. I have pictures to prove it. They would not let me in the facility with a camera, so I had to take some pictures through the glass. But they did actually allow me inside for 2 minutes to take a picture of their menu that they offer. So I'll have those pictures and all of that ready in the coming days to show you. It's really rather comical that in 2022 we have a place that promotes gluttony, that promotes overeating, because they said to me when they allowed me to take the pictures of their menu, they said, you can eat all you want. I mean, we don't limit you, but you must weigh 350 pounds or more. So I'll be doing that in another video, but I just wanted to share that I did find it. It actually does exist. It's in Old Town, Las Vegas, and I just shake my head that they're in business, that people actually. I mean, being overweight. I guess they're playing on people's psychology, because being overweight, nobody likes to be overweight, but everybody's taught you're a hero, you're a success, you're not overweight, you're not fat, you're not obese. Be proud of it. And so I'm sure all those fat people in that establishment were proud of weighing 350 pounds or more. It's sad. It's comical, but it's sad. And they will wind up in the hospital. Their organs will give out and shut down, and they will probably have a heart attack. You know, so they did actually name the establishment the correct name, Heart Attack Grill. It's sad in 2022 that we promote gluttony and being overweight, but we do. I mean, you know, even, and I haven't had a soda in years. Let me share with you. I walked into my doctor's office feeling just, there's no other way to say it, shitty. And he said, let me run some tests on you. Now, this was when I was 315 pounds. And he's like, wow, you shouldn't even be here. You should be dead. You have a blood sugar level of, he either said 12 and a half or 13 and a half for an A1C number. He said, you should be in a coma. Yeah, you amaze me that you're not even in a coma. And I said, but I mean, I drink the diet sodas. He said, Thomas, he said the diet sodas are just as bad, if not worse, than drinking the regular sodas. Well, you know, me, naive Thomas, I believe what I'm told. And when the marketing people came out and said, look, sugar in your soda may not be that good, but drink the diet stuff. The diet stuff is okay. Well, I did. Well, I used to drink between 5 and 6 2-liter sodas a day. I mean, I would inhale soda. You would never see me walking around without a glass of soda or a cup of soda in my hand. And my doctor said, he said, you destroyed your body with all the sugar and all the chemicals. And that was kind of my come to Jesus wake up moment. And I said, wow, I've got to find something to do. And that's when I started the Jenny Craig and Nutrisystem and Ideal Protein and Grapefruit Diet. And because you know me, naive Tom, I trust you. And when you tell me that you've discovered how I can lose weight, I will. And so I gave them thousands of dollars. And some of them worked for a time as long as you ate their little prepackaged artificial foods. But what I found was when you started going back to normal foods and eating like a normal person does, you not only gain all the weight back that you lost, you gain even more weight. And I still to this day don't know why the body would cause you to gain more weight than what you lost, but it did. Mine did. My body did that. So everything that you're hearing from me is personal experience. I've walked the path, I've gone down that road. You know, um, I tell people when I talk to them, uh, I was told you'll never lose weight. First of all, you're too old. At the time I was 65, and they said you're too old to lose weight. I mean, once you reach that age, you just, your body metabolism slows down. You're never going to lose weight. So give it up. Go eat a piece of apple pie. That's what one person said to me. The the other thing that I was told was, well, your mama was fat, your brother is fat, your sisters are fat. So, duh, guess what? You're going to be fat all of your life. Go eat a pizza, get over it, accept it, stop trying to change who you are. Well, I'm glad I listened to my inner voice. I'm glad I was persistent enough to say to myself, I'm going to figure this out. I have high blood pressure. I was on insulin shots 3 times a day. I would poke myself. I was on thyroid I was on over 50 drugs at various points. And it's great for the doctors and because they got paid for the lab work, they got paid for the MRIs, they got paid for the CAT scans, they got paid for, they loved me. They could just milk my insurance company till they ran dry. So I'm glad I had the persistence enough to figure this out myself. It's not easy. So for those of you listening to me now who are considering your water fast, the first 7 days are hell. And I was actually contacted yesterday by a man who said, I'm going to start my water fast, but I'm going to do you one better. He said, I'm a chain smoker. And I said, look, my hat is off to you because my mom and dad weren't chain smokers. They inhaled packs of cigarettes a day. So that gentleman has a much tougher journey to walk through. But I believe he'll do it. Because at some point in your life, you wake up one day and you say, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I have more energy today. I feel better today than I have felt in, 30 years. And I'm not done yet because I have not touched 198. And again, now 198 would be terrific. I would really like to touch 188. Can I do it? Stay tuned and watch. You'll hear my successes You'll hear my failures. You'll hear my speed bumps and my roadblocks. You'll hear about the mountains that stepped in front of me. And I said, I don't want your money. This channel was put together to encourage you because no one encouraged me. No one said, you can do this. You've got this. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not going to be easy, but you've got this. A kind word of encouragement from someone who is doing what they're saying. I am walking the walk that I talk, means so much more than, giving Nutrisystem your money or Jenny Craig or Ideal Protein or buying a juicing machine or I have over 65 of you today who have joined me and who have said, I'm going to try what he's doing because I've tried everything else. I've tried Weight Watchers and I've tried all the other programs. I'm going to, it's just his idea is just crazy enough that it might work. Again, I want each and every one of you to know I'm living it. I'm living what I'm saying. And hopefully that will give this channel more validity. I'm not trying to reach 1,000,000 people. I'm not trying to reach 10 million people. I don't care about YouTube's analytics and I don't care about Google's numbers. I want to take a small group of you and together I want us to lose weight. But more importantly, once we reach the goal, and we will, I guarantee you, reach our goals. I want us to learn how to eat properly and keep it off. And I've got some ideas on that I'll share um, after I've reached my goal weight. And you may see me tweak the maintenance program a little. That's fine. I haven't read a diet book yet that I believe. Obviously I'm in uncharted territory, and that's fine. I mean, we will figure this out together. But I can absolutely 100% with certainty tell you that if you start your water fast and you do it the way I tell you to do it, you will lose weight. And this is what you need to do on even before day one. Let me encourage you to go through your house or wherever you're living and throw out your potato chips. I love potato chips. I mean, I could eat a bag of any flavored potato chips I bought. Throw out your potato chips. Throw out your cookies. I love Oreos. Throw out your cake. Throw out your donuts. Throw out anything that's going to tempt you to cheat. And then on day one, when you wake up tomorrow morning and you say, today is the first day of the rest of my life and I'm going to change it. Step on the scale, weigh yourself. Make sure as you weigh yourself Monday through Friday that you weigh yourself with the same clothes on. That way there won't be any fluctuation in your weight due to the clothes that you're wearing. The other thing that I encourage you to do is to have someone take a sideways shot of you being fat slash obese. I was obese. I admit it. I was 315 pounds. I pray to God. No, I don't even need to say that. I will never touch 315 pounds again. I will never touch 300 pounds again. I mean, I'm on my way to 198 and I'm committed. This is the most important thing in my life. I am committed to touching 198, but more importantly, you and I are going to figure out how to keep the weight off. And I'm not sure that we're always taught you're supposed to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner and have two snacks, one at 10 and one at 2. I'm not so sure that I agree with what we're eating, when we're eating, why we're eating, the quantities that we're eating. I mean, I'm going to throw all that out the window when I reach my maintenance uh, phase 2 of this. Because I think, honestly, what we've been told, I mean, I think we're being lied to. I think we're being lied to. So first 7 days, first 7 calendar days after you clean out your cupboard, I want you to weigh yourself, take a fat picture, have someone take a fat picture of you with your cell phone. And the first 7 days, I want you to know it's hell. You're allowed no food, no liquids, no water at all. First 7 days, whatever you pee out, you're going to lose in water weight. And they say, well, he's only losing water weight. Well, for the first 7 days, I guarantee you that is a correct statement. And I'm doing that because if you're fat and if you're obese, I believe that your body is storing the water molecules between the fat cells in your body. Well, the fatter you are, the more obese you are, the more water that your body can store between those fat cells. So the first 7 days, when they say, well, you you didn't lose any weight, you lost water weight. Okay. Well, technically that's true. But what all of those naysayers don't know is that when you hit about day 4 through day 6, some people do this on day 4, some people will do this on day 5, and some people will take a little longer and do this on day 6. And it's nothing that you do, it's your body realizing on day 4, 5, or 6 that you're not ingesting any fluids, you're not feeding it any food. So your body says to itself, I have to find something to burn for fuel. So if he or she isn't going to feed me and give me liquids, I guess I'm going to have to start burning fat. It's kind of, I equate it to a light switch being flicked on day 4, 5, or 6. So again, going back to what I was saying, when those people tell you, well, if you're not going to eat any food or drink any water and you're peeing out liquid, what you lost the first week is liquid. Well, that's true. But about day 4, 5, or 6, what those people who said you only lost liquid don't know is that on day 4, 5, or 6, your body is actually starting to burn the fat. around your waist, your buttocks, and your thighs. So join me on starting your own water fast. I really sincerely want you to give it a try for 30 days. Now, the first 7 days are the roughest because you don't eat, you don't drink, all you do is pee. Well, just like the gentleman that I spoke with yesterday, uh, he is going to go through withdrawal of nicotine from lack of cigarettes. So he's going to have it much tougher. Can he do it? Sure, he can do it. Will he do it? It remains to be seen. But I don't underestimate the challenge before him. I don't discount it because when you're trying to lose weight and give up nicotine at the same time, I mean, his body is going to go through withdrawal. I mean, I'm sure he'll have shakes from lack of nicotine. Your body, even if you're not a smoker, you are going to go through withdrawal from caffeine. Because you know what? We're all taught what's the first thing we reach for in the morning when we get out of bed? We reach for a cup of coffee. We've got to have that caffeine to get us going, right? And generally, it's not just one cup, it's 2, 3, 4 cups of coffee. Well, the first 7 days of my water fast, I went to hell and back with caffeine withdrawal headaches. It got so bad that it woke me up at night, but I worked through it. I fought through it. And today I have no headaches. So that's one way that your body is going to protest the first week of my water fast. The second way, which kind of actually surprised me, I mean, I'm sharing all the terrible news. You may or may not encounter this, but I'm being honest with you. When people say, oh, water fasting is easy, all you do is drink water. No, people don't understand. When you don't feed your body food, my body let me know, excuse me, you're not going to feed me. I'm going to make your life hell. I'm not going to let you sleep at nights. And for 1 or 2 nights, I might have gotten an hour, 2 hours of sleep. My body would not let me rest. Well, you work through it. You wake up groggy, you wake up tired, you wake up feeling like just terrible. But as each day progresses, you start to feel a little better. My body told me, well, you're going to pass out because you've started a water fast. You're not feeding me food. And I said, if I have to kiss the concrete and I pass out, sooner or later I'll wake up. Now, I never really passed out. I got dizzy a couple of times. And so I sat in a chair and I rested a little. But I was 315 pounds. Good morning to all of you, by the way. I was 315 pounds. I've done all the programs, spent all the money, nothing works. So what I'm sharing with you is what I have personally gone through. Now, you may not be a coffee drinker. You may say, well, I only drink tea. Well, let me tell you, tea has caffeine in it too, so you still may have a caffeine withdrawal headache. if you start a water fast. But the most important part of joining me on my journey to losing weight and reaching 198 is the first 7 days, because the first 7 days you're allowed no food, no liquids of any kind. On the 8th day, you're allowed 3 glasses of 8 to 12 ounce glasses of water a day. And that's all. And that's until you reach your goal weight. And you can do this. And I like to, when I give my talks to people, I like to tell people, look, you're already water fasting. You're already fasting. You just don't know it. And people immediately say, "Oh, you're crazy. You're lying. You don't know what you're saying." I am not fasting any way, shape, or form. And I tell people, well, you actually are fasting even today. You just don't realize it. And they said, okay, tell me more. And I say, well, I'm going to make a guess that you probably go to sleep around, let's say 10 o'clock in the evening. And that you probably wake up and get dressed and shave, shower, put your face on around 6 o'clock. Let's say that. Well, from 10 to 6, 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. is 8 hours. That's 8 hours that you're already fasting, because I guarantee you there are a few, but there are very few people who get up during the night and eat. You get up during the night to go to the bathroom, and then you go back to bed. You are fasting. You're fasting today. You've been fasting all your life. You just didn't know you were fasting. So when I say you can fast, and you say, well, when someone first told me you can fast, my response was I couldn't go several hours without eating, because I was always so low energy. I felt so bad. And so what do you do when you feel bad? You eat. You eat to get more energy, and you gain more weight, and you get larger and larger and larger, because you're eating, because you're tired, because you're not sleeping. I also had sleep apnea. I don't know if you're aware of what that is, but I used to be I bought insurance paid for a $10,000 CPAP machine for me so that I could wear it over my face as I slept, because I would stop breathing during the night, and then I would catch my breath and start breathing again. And that's all due to your weight. So fat people, obese people, when you're obese and you go to bed at night and you pray to God for a good night's sleep, you're not going to get it. You're going to get up the next morning feeling worse than when you went to bed, because you have sleep apnea. You're stopping breathing. And that's very hard on the body. So, I've been through it all. I've done it all. I've spent the thousands of dollars, and there's some great marketing schemes out there that will get you to buy into their programs. Don't do it. And again, I want to totally emphasize this fact to all of you listening. Do not send me money. I'm not selling a book, a CD, a supplement. I don't have a DVD set on dieting. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm trying to show you what I've done to lose weight that works. And I can guarantee that it works. How can I make that claim? I can make that claim because I now have over 65 of you, my listeners, who are on your own water fast, and you report back to me periodically that how much weight you've lost. So I know it works. I know it's not just my body type or my body style, or I don't, it's not my age. It's just a proven fact that it works. Okay. So first 7 days are your worst. You're going to feel the worst. You're going to have caffeine withdrawal. You're going to have nicotine withdrawal if you stop smoking at the same time. But you'll get through it. You'll work through it. And then from day 8 until you reach your goal, uh, you will drink 3 glasses of water. Now, I'm on a mini water fast within a larger water fast. This is actually my week 7, day 5 of my larger water fast, where I'm doing what I tell you to do. I'm drinking 3 glasses of 8 to 12 ounce glasses of water a day. Only I interrupted that and paused that because I had one of you viewers contact me and say, well, I want to see you go 10 days, 12 days, 14 days with no water, no liquids, and obviously no food. And the viewer's comment was, you will burn the fat around your body, around your waist, buttocks, and thighs faster if you decrease the amount of fluids, if you decrease the amount of water that you drink. So I took him up on that. So today is actually my day 5, being here in Las Vegas, where obviously I've not eaten any food, but I've not consumed any water at all for 5 days. And I'm going to go another 5 days. And I'm not weighing myself during this time period. I want to surprise myself. I want to try and guess how many pounds I'll lose in that 10-day period. And who knows, I may extend it to 12, 14 days or more. We'll see. Because there again, we're always taught the body has to have water. You've got to consume water every day or you'll die. And that's just not the case. It's a lie. It's a lie. You're being fed. It's a lie. I'm being fed. I was told I would be dead if I went 3 days without water. Well, obviously it's wrong. It's wrong. Because I have you go 7 days with no water, no liquids, no food for 7 days because I want your body to discharge. I want you to pee out the liquid that your body is currently carrying. And the reason why I, on this water fast, control how much water you drink starting on calendar day 8. You're limited to 3 8 to 12 ounce glasses of water a day. The reason I limit you is we/me/you, all of you have been taught, well, water has no calories. You're allowed to drink as much water as you want on a water fast. That is so, so wrong. Especially if you start out your water fast being fat or obese. And trust me, friends, I was obese. I've got one lady who contacted me and said, look, I'm going to take you up on your challenge for 30 days. I'm going to start a water fast because I'm overweight, but I'm not doing it for weight. And I said, well, why are you doing it? why would you do it if you don't want to lose weight? And she said, well, I'd like to lose weight, but I'm doing it for mental health reasons. And I applaud that. I congratulate her. You will think better. Your thought processes will be clearer once you get the weight off. You will feel better. You'll look better. I mean, look at me. I'm a 66-year-old man. And I honestly, I don't look half bad, even at this weight. But I'm so tenacious. I'm going to reach my goal of 198. And together, you and I will keep the weight off. So, hello to all of you. I see you. Good morning. I'm actually transmitting from Las Vegas today. I've been here 4 days. I actually, one thing on my agenda was to find the place in Vegas, and I actually found it thanks to a viewer who told me the name of it, because I really didn't think a place like this existed. If you weigh 350 pounds or more, you can eat all you want free of charge. And they have a scale outside the facility to weigh you. I couldn't believe it. Not in 2022. They're promoting obesity. They're promoting heart attack. It's actually called a heart attack grill. That's the name of the facility, Heart Attack Grill. And if you, honest to God, if you want to die being fat, go order 2 or 3 pizzas and enjoy it. It's called death by food. You know, there's death by cop, there's death by food, you know. But I just couldn't, and they wouldn't let me inside with my camera, but I did shoot some pictures through the windows, and I've already told you this before, but I'll put that together and I'll show it to you next week. I've got a question. Am I thirsty? Being on a water fast, especially for the first 7 days, you will get dry mouth. Don't be alarmed or concerned. This is my week 7, and I am generally not thirsty. Occasionally, rarely, I'll have what I call dry mouth, where the inside of the mouth is dry. But I compensate for that because on this normal water fast, and I do not want you to do what I'm doing. I do not want you to go 10, 14, 21 days with no water. This is an experiment that I'm doing on my body to see how I react based on a challenge from a viewer. But when you're thirsty, after the first 7 calendar days, take a drink of water. You're allowed 3 8 to 12 ounce glasses of water a day, or go get 3 12 ounce bottles of water and just know, line them up and know that's your water for the day. And take, don't guzzle it all down. Take small sips of water so that your throat doesn't get dry. My throat gets dry occasionally. I get a raspy voice occasionally. And, that's fine. I mean, I expect my body to react to what I'm doing to it. If I were my body, inside my body, I wouldn't like what he's doing. No food, no water, no liquids for the first 7 days. I wouldn't like that either. And then after that, until you reach your goal, you're only allowed 3 8 to 12 ounce glasses of water. and no food, well, you'll get through it. Did I get a tongue coasting and it's gone now? If you did a coating, a tongue coating. Well, I don't have a tongue coating now. I can tell you that and I don't remember what day it was, within that first 7 calendar day period where I tell you no food, no liquids, no water, no nothing is to pass across your lips. I did get a tongue coating once or twice, and uh, it hung on for a day or so, and then it basically went away. Um, why did it happen? What caused it to happen? I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of like my body when my body said to me the first 7 calendar days, "You're not going to feed me. You're not going to give me any liquids. I won't let you sleep at night." I don't know what organ or what process in the body said to my body, "Let's not allow him to sleep." But see, I didn't sleep but 1 or 2 hours for a day or two. Now, I can tell you that the first 7 days, I call it Hell Week. Whenever anyone says water fasting is easy, they don't know what they're talking about. I can tell you that as you go from day 1 to day 2 to day 3 to day 4, you will start to feel better and better and better. So, but I mean, your body is going to react. But again, ladies and gentlemen, I started at 315 pounds. I wasn't fat, I was obese. I smile when I say that. Unfortunately, I got rid of my fat pants. Do you remember I think it was the Subway guy who ate nothing. He went to Subway for a year or something and lost all this weight, and he held up his pants next to him to show the amount of weight that he had lost. Why? At some point you're going to need to buy new clothes because I now have lost this size of a small human being. And once I reach 198, I'm going to have to throw out all of my fat clothes and buy some skinny clothes, which, you know, I look forward to doing. So I am not thirsty. I have not had water for 5 days. This is my little mini water fast within my larger water fast because a viewer contacted me and said, try this on you. I don't want you to drink anything for 10 days. Well, first of all, you're right. No, I have not had a sip of water in 5 days. So, to all those people who say you'll be dead after 2 or 3 days because your body must have water every day in order to survive, your organs will shut down, you'll die, you'll go into a coma, you'll cause permanent injury to your body. It's bullshit. I've gone 5 days without sipping a sip of water. And I'm going to go 5 more days. And then I'm going to step on the scale because I really am curious to see how much weight that I have lost in 10 days with zero liquids. Now, I don't want you to do this. I don't want you to go longer than 7 days without water. And I have been asked, would I extend it if if the results are positive? Sure. I mean, I may extend it from 10 days to 15 days. I may go from 10 days to 21 days without water. And I'm doing this not because I'm a masochist. I don't want to die. I've always told anyone who knows me knows I want to die at the ripe old age of 75. That's just a number that I probably will have raised enough hell if I reach 75 that I'm ready to go. But I'm doing this as an experiment to see if the body will burn fat once you're in ketosis at a higher level than if you consume the 8 to 12 ounce glasses of water a day. It intrigues me. I'm excited to do it. And I don't know. I think my voice sounds okay. I don't have a dry throat this morning. I don't have a scratchy throat. I know the lighting here is terrible and I apologize for it, but I do look a little bit better, uh, you know, without the bright lights, but it is what it is. Um, so consider starting your own water fast tomorrow morning. It's a new year, it's 2022. And I try and throw this in at the end of every discussion because not many people know you do not need to exercise. I do not want you to exercise. I beg you, zero exercise. If all you do is get out of bed, if you can't even get out of bed, I've got one gentleman that's 500 pounds plus. If you can't literally get out of bed, it's okay. If you're obese and all you can do is get out of bed, get dressed, and walk over and sit on your couch or your easy chair, that's okay too. This water fast that I'm on, that I'm encouraging you to participate in, requires zero exercise. You do not need a gym membership. If you've got a gym membership, cancel it. You will not need it. You do not need it. You don't need to build up your muscles. You don't need to do any exercise at all. Second thing you need to realize is that you'll actually save money on my water fast. And here's why. You are not going to be eating food. So if you live with the family, just have them pig it down, stuff it in their mouth. You will not be eating food. So you will not be going to the grocery store as much. But the first week is the hardest. You'll get through it. I got through it. I thought I was going to die my first week. It's not easy. And then you've got the social pressure. And I always like to mention this because, oh my gosh, I made the mistake of driving my wife and myself to my mother and father-in-law's. And I don't mean to be mean, but my wife's mother is large. Okay, my wife's mother's medical issues are due to her weight, but nobody has the courage to tell her. Well, I went there with my wife for a week, and I was obviously water fasting, and she was constantly, "Oh, you're gonna die, you're gonna hurt your body. Here, eat this cookie. You need to eat this cookie. Would you like some ice cream?" I mean, you have to eat something. Here, eat this big dish of lasagna I made for you. So when people say, well, water fasting is easy. No, water fasting is not easy. People at work will say, well, aren't you going to eat? And you say, no, I'm on a water fast. And they constantly encourage you to eat. Your spouse, if your spouse isn't on board, if your brothers, sisters, mom, dad, coworkers, neighbors, once they find out you're on a water fast, they'll bring you food. You know how when you die, they cook you food and they bring it to your surviving relatives, your spouse. Well, once they learn you're on a water fast, they'll think you're poor and you don't have money for food, and they will literally take you to a restaurant and pay for anything that you want. I'm not joking. This happened to me. So you've got all of these social pressures. You've got all of these people who will tell you, oh, you've got to eat something. I mean, nibble on this bread. Well, there again, a piece of bread is a carb. Do you know what happens when you eat a piece of bread? Your body says, oh, he ate a piece of bread. Let's say you eat toast in the morning, 2 pieces of toast in the morning. Your body says, oh, wow, he fed me 2 pieces of toast. Your body takes that bread, it turns it into a carb, which turns it into fat, and the fat is stored around your waist, your buttocks, and your thighs. I mean, that's just one example, case in point. So join me. Take up the challenge. I encourage you. I know it sounds crazy. I mean, I went to my doctor and I told him, I said, I'm going off on my meds, cold turkey, tomorrow morning, when I first started my first water fast. He turned white as a sheet. He turned whiter than I am right now with you viewing this. And he said, you're crazy. You'll harm your body. These are powerful drugs. And I looked at him and I said, I just wonder what these powerful drugs are doing to my body. But I did. I went off all my meds cold turkey. I don't regret that to this day. I was told I would die. I was told doing that would irreparably harm my body. It's like bullshit. I do not even take an aspirin today. I take no meds. So that's my story. I update my channel Monday through Friday. I hope I've been an encouragement to you. I welcome all of you to join me. And if you click the subscribe button and that's all you do, don't click it, because you've got to click the subscribe button, and then next to it there's an icon with a bell on it. You've got to click the bell icon and then click the word all. That way you'll get all of my updates when I update my channel. I'm not out to have 1 million people on a water fast, but I can tell you that I have over 65 people who have taken the challenge, who are at various points of their water fast, and they're losing weight. they're losing weight. I want to take a small group of you and I want to prove to you that I don't want your money. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm trying to share my life experience with you in how to lose weight. Because this really does work. It's cheap, it's economical. I mean, last time I checked, water was free. In the first 7 days, you don't even need to worry about drinking water. Zero exercise. It's a new year. Start the new year off right. You can't say, well, Thanksgiving's coming up. I like ham or turkey on Thanksgiving. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to wait. You can't say, well, Christmas is coming up. We always have a big feast at Christmas. I mean, all of the holidays are gone. This is a new year, 2022. You're going to see me in 2022 reach 198. I would like to see you in the year 2022 reach your goal weight. So you've got to have a goal weight, and you've got to have someone take a fat picture of yourself when you start. Even if you don't join me and start your own water fast, click the subscribe button, click the bell icon, and click the word all, and watch me succeed on a daily basis. I update Monday through Friday. And like I say, I'm coming to you from Las Vegas, Nevada right now, and I'm still in shock that the viewer was right, and I actually did find and photograph the heart attack grill. And I need to find the backstory on that, and I'm compiling that information for you now, and I'll talk to you later on this week or next about what I found in the pictures that I was permitted to take. But I beg you, folks, I beg you to try this. People are going to think you're crazy. People are going to think you've lost your mind. Try it. But just remember, you're going to feel really bad the first week. And if you have a job and you start a water fast and you really don't even feel like getting out of bed, take a day or two of sick days if you can, and just rest, because you're putting your body through a shock, because your body is used to having food and liquid at least 3 times a day, if not more. And I mean, look at me. I don't, words escape me. Look at me. And the only mistake I've made on all of my water fasts, and I regret this to this day, and then I'll close, is I did not have someone take a fat picture of me. Because I still feel fat right now, but I was much larger at 315. I was a lot larger at 315. And, one thing about me, when I set a goal, I achieve it. I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea how I was going to lose the weight. But I figured it out. I did all of the traditional stuff first. I gave lots of thousands of dollars to Jenny Craig and Nutrisystem and Ideal Protein and on and on and on, and I went to my doctor and I had all the blood work done. One day you say, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I'm going to figure this out on my own. I'm no dummy. I'm no dummy. But I have zero medical expertise. But I said to myself, I'm going to figure this out even if it kills me. Because I've been lied to, folks. And so are you. You're being lied to. And I have figured this out. I have figured this out. So I always like to try to end my show with a saying. And I said this last show, but I love this. Prove them wrong. I was told I was big boned. Bullshit. I was told I was too old to lose weight. Bullshit. I was told my mama was fat. My brother is fat. My sisters are fat. Guess what? You're going to be fat. Bullshit. And you don't have to be fat too. So consider starting your water fast tomorrow morning. And today, sometime today, go through your pantry and get rid of all the cookies and the cakes and the leftover pizza and anything that you think will tempt you. And then start tomorrow and say, tomorrow I'm going to start my water fast. And when you wake up tomorrow, say, today is the first day of me being skinny. Today is the first day that I'm going to lose weight. You can do this, and with my help, I will help you any way I can. And to those 65 plus people who are already doing this and are on your own water fast, anyone can get on YouTube and say this is the greatest, but you have proven that what I'm saying works because you are losing weight. And sometime in the year 2022, all of you plus me are going to reach our goal weight. I mean, that's exciting. That's exciting for this 66-year-old man. And I don't care if you're black, white, short, tall. I don't care how much you weigh. Like I say, I've got a man that's over 500 pounds. I've got a woman that's losing weight for mental health reasons. I've got other people that they're just plain obese. Nobody teaches us how to eat. Everybody uses scare tactics. You've got to take your thyroid medicine and you've got to take your blood pressure medicine. Well, your blood pressure is high because of all the weight that you have. Get rid of the weight and you can get rid of the blood pressure medicine. Are you a coffee drinker? Get rid of the caffeine and you'll get rid of the daily headaches. Are you on thyroid medicine? Get rid of the caffeine, stop drinking coffee and liquids with caffeine in it, and your thyroid will readjust. I've learned so much through this, and I want to share it with you. I can't thank you enough for your kind comments, your kind words. I even like the naysayers. That's fine. Like I say, I'm 66. I have thick skin at this point. There's not a whole lot that can be said that will get me riled at 66. So I'm going to close and say thank you for participating in this channel. I can't encourage you enough to subscribe, click the bell notification, and click on the word all so that you'll get all of my updates. And if you want to click the like button, that would be great. But more importantly, and what would mean the most to me, is if you have fat friends or obese friends that would this would help, please send them a link to my channel, because I'm honest. I call it the way it is. You know, I've already been told I should be dead because I've gone more than 2 or 3 days without liquids. You know, I'm now on day 5. Tomorrow is day 6. I plan on going another 5 days. I plan on going 10 days. And then it's wherever I am, I'm going to step on a scale because I'm dying to see how much weight I've lost. And then I'm going to resume my larger water fast and continue on. One more answer to your comment. How long am I going to stay on my water fast? Drinking 3 8 to 12 ounce glasses of water a day. This is going to scare you, and I don't mean to scare you, but I'm going to stay on my water fast until I reach my goal weight. I'm that committed. I'm that dedicated. I believe I deserve it. I believe I deserve to be thin. Okay, I don't want to be super skinny, but I do want to reach 198. I believe I deserve it. And so I will be doing this. You will be watching until I finally switch on the channel and say, ladies and gentlemen, I am at 198. And that's when we go into maintenance mode, and I'll share with you some of my ideas on how we're going to keep the weight off. Stay healthy, stay happy. Join me on your own water fast. Start tomorrow, and I will talk to you in a day. Have a good holiday. It's a holiday. Consider cleaning out your cupboards and starting your water fast tomorrow morning. Stay healthy, stay happy, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.